I'd like to welcome everybody to another edition of the Side Dive Podcast. We be J, VJ, TJ. We go with Tim.
For real, for
Uh,
real.
talking about Cyclone football. I always say Cyclone sports, but let's be honest. You're here to hear us talk about football. So, going back to this past weekend, we faced Oklahoma. One of the rats leaving the not so sinking ship. And we came out on the short end. Surprise, surprise to absolutely no one. Um, Cyclones go down uh, 50-20. And it looked for a minute like it was going to be a ball game. I mean, for at the end of the first quarter, it was 21-10, Oklahoma. Not horrible, kind of what we're used to. Um, and then just like that, bang bang, come out that second quarter, and the Cyclones got momentum, and now it's 21-20 with about 9 minutes left in the half, and then the proverbial wheels fell off. Because from then we got outscored 29-0. There's a whole lot you could talk about this game, but for me, it pretty much came down to depth and talent. Iowa State's got a lot of young people never played before.
But yeah, experience too. Yeah,
Yeah,
talent,
going into
experience.
that game, and I mean, they got a QB that played against Jack Trice. Um, Dylan Gabriel's no bum, and he's been around for a long, long time. So, I mean, yeah, we're not talking about we didn't get to face a freshman like they did. Um, but I just think I mean, in the end, talent, age, experience, depth, that ruled the day for me. Don't get me wrong. Iowa State did itself no favors. I mean, there were two interceptions.
Pick
You
six.
know,
First
huh?
pass. First pass. Pick six.
Oh yeah,
Well, actually,
uh,
that second one was the one that got the ball rolling for them.
yeah,
It was all
and
downhill after that.
they didn't look back. It was like, yeah, thank you, and then they just kept it moving. Um, yeah, I mean, just like you said, pick six, two interceptions, two turnovers for the Cyclones, a pick six, and then the pick that kind of sealed the game because
Oh
after that
yeah,
I was thinking we have a whole lot, and
that block punt. Just, Jesus. I mean, that was yeah. I mean, even after the block punt, we were still. I think that made it 28-20 or something like that, or 26. I can't remember what exactly it made it, but that was that was that was the nail in the coffin right there. I mean, just it's so maddening to watch that shit.
I will
yeah,
say that the Mr. Southeast Pulp and the gang came to play, though. I mean, I thought
Oh,
the running backs
I,
did
I
well.
thought I thought. I mean, Rocco had two big mistakes. I thought he still played well. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
Yeah, but I would say Abu, Eli, and Norton,
Even Norton had yeah.
all three played well. I
Norton
mean,
had a
and
20-yard.
to a certain extent, Carson Hansen was all right too.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say they didn't get much help from the offensive line.
What?
Yeah, I would.
I'm not a pro. I'm not a Pro Football Focus guy, but evidently the line actually graded out pretty well after that game.
Well,
So if you look at PFF scores grades, our starting right tackle, center, and left tackle, yeah, a 49.1 grade, a 48.5 grade, a 41.8 grade.
Somebody
So
was lying.
not a great job there. But I mean, it's more than just opening up a hole though as well. But I mean,
oh yeah, I mean, I thought Oklahoma. I mean, I thought Rocco was under pressure.
yes,
You know that whole thing about we talked about it. We've talked about it in basketball a lot, where you get that other team sped up, and
yes,
and that's what that whole game felt like. Like
yeah, they played fast.
yeah, and we were sped up. We still made some plays, but we couldn't settle down. Because when we cut it to what 20-17 or whatever it was, I felt like, and the defense was not playing well, but I was like, okay, this is when Heacock makes his adjustments and starts locking stuff down, and that just didn't happen. I mean, at all.
because we got to 2017, and then they missed that field goal.
Yeah.
21-17, and they missed that field goal.
Yep.
And then we went down and got a field goal of our own. And at that point, it was like,
that's yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
Here we go. And then splat.
Because usually, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, usually in the second quarter, Heacock's MO has been, or in the second half, is when we shut teams down, like we have them figured out, and yeah, that never happened.
Yeah, I was going to say my afternoon went from Aria being pissed off that I was going to take the TV from her to watch this match or this game. She walked out of the room and then she kept hearing me saying, "Wow, this is not supposed to be happening. You know, this is OU, blah, blah, blah." She came in to watch. And,
oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah. But then when stuff went downhill, she went back to her phone and another room. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's break it down.
So, what did you guys think about the defense? I mean, we talked about the offense a lot. I thought the defense, no pressure.
Ain't gonna be nobody if you can't eat it.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
Especially a quarterback like that, you got to get him off step somehow, and he just never had to deal with that.
no.
Yeah, there was little to no pressures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that he felt hurried at all.
Even when we blitzed, they picked that up.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we had one sack.
Yeah,
they get one sack, and we had 4 tackles for loss. In contrast, they had 2 sacks and 9 tackles for loss.
Well, to me, the game was summed up when he threw that one deep pass down the middle. We had 2 safeties there. He throws it short. The guy stops, falls down, and catches it. And we had 2 safeties there to make the play. It's just like, yeah, it's not happening today.
Yeah, no, I mean, they had it going their way. I mean, we were hoping for the potential overlook as they got ready for Red River, but, didn't happen.
And Dylan Gabriel.
Go ahead.
Gabriel just surprised me. He didn't impress me last year, but he was making the long out throws, and when he ran, I mean, he was running hard. I mean, obviously, Ben Nichols probably still hearing about that one, getting trucked. at the 5.
And you know, and that looked a whole lot worse than it was. I mean, that was just an angle thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was no Bo Jackson, Brian Bosworth at the goal line situation. I mean, two dudes going at an angle while Gabriel's got the momentum, got more momentum than Nickel. I mean,
Right.
I knew he was going to score, and it was just sure it looks bad on Nickel's part, but I'm like, if you've been in that position, you know, there's
Yeah.
not a whole lot you can do. Nickel would have been better served trying to go for a punch the ball out or something rather than stop. Because even if you had hit him, he was still going to just fall right down and enter the end zone. But no, I mean Dylan Gabriel. I think a lot of it, and it looks like we're kind of finding out all those transfers, everybody getting together for the first time. That might have been what was different about OU.
Yeah, because they have 14 high level P5 transfers.
So, you know, that was I mean, granted, we're going to find out a whole lot more about them this week and going forward. But you know, I mean, but like we've said, you know, Dylan Gabriel's played some games, so I mean, he's no slouch. And when you get to stand back there, unbothered, no matter how good our defensive backfield is, and it's very good, dudes can't cover forever.
Right. Yeah.
Because there was that one, I can't remember which touchdown was, where the dude caught it going to the right and was just running. And it was that was kind of the, you're not getting any pressure, so you just allow that dude just keep moving and moving and moving.
Yeah.
And eventually, dude's going to get loose. And
Yep.
he catches it, and everybody's well out of position now because now it's just a scramble drill to try to get open, and you're chasing, and dude just skips on in, and you can't give somebody like that a whole lot of time. And the defensive pressure was just, I mean, it was the worst so far. I don't know if that was a tribute to OU's line being better than everybody else we played, which probably is outside of Iowa. But I don't know. We didn't seem to get a whole lot of pressure in Ohio either. I mean, when I think about it, so they got to figure out a way. Somebody's got to figure out a way to get at least move the quarterback.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, from Jaquan Bailey to Will McDonald, I mean, we went from one all-time leading sacker, to the next, and now and looks like we're trying to find that guy, that guy now.
Yeah, and who knows? It might come with some experience.
Yep.
But VJ, you touched on this earlier. The rushing game. Hey, we ran the ball, and we ran it on a team that hadn't really been run on. 150 yards.
Yeah, they were top 5 defense.
I mean, Sama 67 on 7 carries. Eli Sanders 7 for 41. Norton had 2 carries for 17. But the crazy thing is, it looked like a lot of those plays were going to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
which hadn't really had a like a 1 or 2 one game, maybe one or the other game, but they seemed a little bit more like, one of these is about to pop.
Well, I was listening to OU's an Oklahoma podcast with Gabe Eichert and Teddy Lehman, and they talked about how Iowa State switched this game from a zone blocking scheme to a pin and pull scheme, and Oklahoma, they hadn't seen that on tape yet, so that caught them off guard. I thought that was interesting.
I think they got to scrap the zone blocking.
I agree.
They haven't done it well. That zone blocking in that Ohio game was disastrous. That was the game where dudes were just missing blocks, and Ohio. I almost said Ohio players. Oh
my gosh!
They're always. Wait, one thing, two things you're going to hear on this podcast. There's going to be a lot of references to music and a lot of references to food. They're definitely, but yeah, so yeah, Ohio players, 70s band for all y'all that don't know, go look them up. Yeah, so that is zone blocking scheme. No bueno.
Yeah,
they gotta go. I mean, and if they go back to it, then send old boy back to you and I, because you had something that worked against a good damn team. So don't go screwing that up.
Did it work? Did it work because it works for Iowa State, or did it work because it caught OU off guard? A combination of both of those.
I think it's a combination. I just like the fact that they were able to take that offensive line and add that. So Vernon's coach's question: Are they getting to the point now where they can start throwing this stuff in and these guys can handle it?
Well, I mean, it looks like it. Yeah, nice one, William. It looks like. Well, I mean, we don't know how long I've been working on this, but if it was literally thrown together, in preparation for this week, then by all means, yeah, they're ready to handle more. I would doubt that this was something they just put together this week. To me, that's difficult to do.
Right, like something that they maybe don't practice as much as the zone, but they have it, and they'll throw it in for a few sessions in practice, and then this week they were like, okay, we're going to this and practiced it more.
Right.
Okay.
Well, and I mean, even if it did catch OU by surprise, it's still OU.
Yeah.
You've got what is considered one of the best defensive minds in the college football game standing on the other sidelines.
Yep.
So they were still able to do some things. Granted, there was less running and more passing due to the fact that OU kept scoring and we were trying to keep up. But in a tighter game, I think that 150 number gets inflated more if the score was tighter.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is it's something else that other teams have to prepare for now.
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
I thought. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to bring up Jalen Noel. I think.
So was I.
He's really impressed me these last two games. After coming back after missing the Ohio game, that touchdown. I mean, he attacked that. It was a good pass, but he's from where we were sitting. We were like sitting in the corner on the opposite end of the stadium, but it almost looked like it was going to be an interception, and he just took it and was gone.
Yeah.
So I just liked the way as aggressive as he's been playing.
So they're going to have to figure out how to get some better plays for him, because he had 4 catches for 48 yards.
Yeah.
That touchdown was 51 yards.
Yeah.
So we are the people who watch this. The majority of people who watch this went to Ames High, so I know y'all good at math. So I don't know about Ames High's education right now, but I know when we went there, it was top notch. So I know y'all can do the math and see that that wasn't the best. But Jaden Higgins had 3 catches for 91, including his 67-yard.
I didn't realize he had that kind of speed.
Oh yeah, and did you see the whole speed meter thing I said?
Yeah. That was crazy.
I mean, those two hit top 10 speed in the country.
Yeah.
On those over 20 miles per hour on that, which is just wild. I was thinking about that when I was driving my car. I was like, let me slow down and see just how fast 20 miles an hour is. And it's like, okay, in my car, it doesn't seem that fast. But then I'm like, okay, I don't think, I think maybe in high school, I could maybe get up to maybe like 15, maybe. I'd like to think I was extra swift and maybe on my best day with some wind could get to 20. But,
extra swift.
But yeah, I mean, 20 miles an hour is damn fast. So I mean, yeah, those two boys were flying, but nine different people caught a pass. Got at least one of the 19 passes. Oddly enough, one person who did not catch one was Bramer.
He got the biggest gasp from the crowd for the night, though. On the one that was out of bounds that he did catch,
the one-handed one.
Yeah, although you people are like, woo.
But because that was good. Well, it was funny because I was talking to Gerald and Ed, they're Husker fans, and they were asking, about him, and I'm like, yeah, dude's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Thank you for your loss. So yeah, I mean, it's even with the 30-point loss, it was nice to see the explosive plays put on by the running backs and receivers.
Yep.
That was nice. I mean, Norton had a 20-yard run. Some had a 39-yard run. I mean, they didn't have a run over 18 yards.
Yeah, I think Sanders had like an 11-yard or 13-yard run too.
He was 13.
Yep.
Morocco had a 14-yard run. J.J. Cole had an 8-yard run.
Dude, that kid, man, he keeps trying to hurdle those dudes. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I was glad that they put him in the game when it was out of reach.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, two things. It's nice that he gets in the game against a big time team, and two, why games out of reach? Why even risk Rocco? Just let J.J. Cole go in and do his thing. So yeah, nice to see him get his, and yeah, just talent, depth, experience showed today or Saturday, and that's shit. It ain't much more than that.
Nope.
I mean, in all honesty, that's about what it was. The Pipes, man, you were there.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. A real good time.
So, tell us about the atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, we got there. We parked at Lloyd Noble, which is like a mile away from the stadium. We got there. Like at noon, and just started walking around. There was a baseball scrimmage, so we watched that. But But anyway, so we started making our way up to the stadium. My cousin had looked up. We thought we were looking for an Iowa State tailgate up by. He's like, it's up by gate 12 or something. So we go up, and it's where they have their fancy tailgates. And well, my dad and I, we were just getting some shade, and my uncle waves us over, and he was just standing over there, and their alumni band tent just hollered at my uncle. It was like, hey, come over here. So they had a keg of Oktoberfest there, and we sat there, drank a few beers, and then this tailgate that we thought was supposed to be an Iowa State one wasn't. So my uncle and cousin, they just go ahead and walk in there. And my cousin was like, hey, I saw this on here. They're like, where do you find that? But they showed good hospitality too. Gave us some beers, and it was funny because the dude asked me where I worked, and I'm like, oh, Jasper Electric in Des Moines, and then he looked at my shirt. He's like, oh, but no, they were cool, and but everybody, I mean, I don't know if it's just because of our age, now that we're older, but everybody was nice, one kid when I was in there, he's like wrong shirt, and I just bullshitted with him for a little bit, but yeah, everybody was nice, so it was a good time, and as far as the game itself, like the crowd and the game production was insane. I mean, it was like the atmosphere was like a Kansas Iowa State basketball game in Hilton. Seriously, that's how it was that loud. And I don't know. I mean, this is for Iowa State. They had like a 5-jet flyover, and then they had this video. And evidently, I learned this on the podcast too. They had this video. This guy gets in this Porsche, takes off down the road, pulls up in front of the stadium. He gets out, and it's Bob Stoops. Then they have Bob Stoops standing down there where the team's going to run in. And so he's getting everybody, and obviously everybody's just going Stoops, and and then he's got Toby Keith there with him. So then they, start the Boomer Sooner thing, and the place is just going freaking nuts. And then obviously the third play of the game is a pick six, so it's just freaking bonkers in there. But after we scored right away, it was fun. It was fun to cheer there and have people turning around like who are these people? so yeah, it was a good time. And like the actual game production is like a production. They have a hype guy who's, during commercial breaks is doing whatever, does a commercial and does something to hype the crowd. They had another guy where, obviously during commercial breaks, they would show highlights, and he's announcing, what's going on in these games. Like one of them was an Iowa highlight. He's like, wow. He goes, we have an Iowa touchdown, So they had that. It was almost like a WWE production with the music and the fireworks. It was like, I mean, fireworks are going off all the time. I could do without that. It's like, it just seemed like it was all the time. Maybe that's because they were scoring so much. I don't know. But yeah, it was. And then they do the things, where they shut the light after it got dark, and they score, and they would shut the lights off, and place, they'd flash the lights, and the place went bonkers, But I'm like, holy shit, they do this to play Iowa State, But so no, it's a good time. I'm glad we went.
That's good. That's good. Well, I mean, we all had him taking an L. She had 29-18, VJ 38-17, and I had it 45-24. So
You're the closest.
I was the closest. Yay me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, when it comes to football, that's it for Iowa State and OU. We'll probably never see y'all again.
till,
If there's
till,
any
till,
OU fans who listen to this podcast,
till we see
I
him in the playoffs.
appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate the fact that you were hospitable to my boy. That's good. So I ain't got to come down there. Uh, but yeah, that being said, we don't play OU no more. So fuck them. On to TCU in the throwbacks as we honor Jack Trice, 100 years. And is it homecoming too?
I don't think. No. Homecoming is Kansas, I think.
Oh,
No, it's a standalone deal that they've had
okay.
all week. They've had stuff going on, I think.
So, yeah, TCU's coming to town, and I think they'd have hoped to have been better than they are. They're 3-2. They, lost that shocker to Colorado at the beginning of the season, and then took it out on poor Nichols. Then beat Houston at Houston, and beat SMU, and then just lost to West Virginia. About to save that man's job.
That was on the road.
West Virginia.
That was on the road, wasn't it?
No, I was at home.
Oh damn! Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do they got? Wait, what? Yeah, they got 7 home games this year. Wow, lucky bastards.
Yeah.
Dude, most teams do. Oh man, I forgot. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So yeah, but they're coming off a 3-point loss to West Virginia. And crazy thing is they're up 21-14 and then did not score in that second half. So they definitely have some offensive issues they're going to have to deal with. One of those, they missed 2 field goals in the second half.
I think they missed 3 altogether.
Yeah.
And then I think they had 2 picks too.
So, yeah, they're coming limping into this game, which can be a little bit scary. So, they've got Chandler Morris as their guy. Got a 56% completion rating, 11 touchdowns, 3 picks.
I think
Bailey is their feature back. 5 yards a carry, a little over 5 yards. He does have a 74-yarder. Morris is the next leading rusher.
Huh.
So he will run.
He is a dual threat guy, yeah.
I mean, Bailey's got 100 carries. Then Morris has 30, and then Trey Sanders has 36. Nobody else has really even registered any. On the receiving end, Richardson and Thompson seem to be their guys. And tight end, wow, they use the tight end. He's got 15 catches.
Yeah. TCU always has that over the top guy too. It seems like they always have that guy.
Well, they're not really utilizing him as much. They don't seem to have as many. I mean, they got a 59-yard long for Richardson, and the next is Thompson at 33. So they're not really. It doesn't seem like they're really stretching the field any. They don't seem to have very many explosive rushing either. I mean, they're averaging almost 5 yards a carry, but I think it's pretty much they're carrying 5 yards. Most of those dudes are sitting at 5 yards a carry.
Yeah. What did they rush for? Do you have up there what they rushed for against West Virginia? Because West Virginia's pretty much the only defense they've really played. Because Houston is not good, and Colorado doesn't play any defense.
They rushed for 135 against West Virginia.
Okay.
I would guess the majority of those yards came early and then on those missed field goals.
Mm-hmm.
But they had no turnovers that game. So
really?
They kind of shot themselves in the foot. Glad to see somebody else is having special teams issues.
And it sounds like I did hear an interview with their 247 beat guy. He's like, the offense has been great between the 20s, and then in the red zone they haven't been great, and they don't have a great kicker. So that's where they've run into issues.
So, what we got to do to win?
Play another clean game, I think, like we did against Oklahoma State. How we talked about that. How we hadn't seen a clean game like that out of this team up until then.
I go back to what I hoped I'd see against OU, which is controlling the clock, which means controlling that line of scrimmage. I think TCU plays traditionally fast on offense, so I'd like to see us.
They do
get them out of that comfort zone.
Do you think our offensive line can do that though? I mean, do you think we're past that point of trying to do that with our line?
Well, I mean, I'm not suggesting that we try to run a Philadelphia Eagles style 13-play drive that's
right.
You just run the ball down the throat. But what I am saying is we can't afford to have 3 and outs here or hope for these big explosive splash plays.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't think we're built for an 8-minute drive. I'm not suggesting that, but I am suggesting more often than not we're at least moving the chain several times
right.
for the drive.
Yep. Try to.
It's not as though. I mean, West Virginia had the ball for 33 minutes. Over 33 minutes. We only had 343 yards. So it's not like they were, had a 600-yard game and had the ball for. I mean, they did just enough to win the game. And I don't think anybody's going to confuse them for being explosive.
No.
Although their QB, West Virginia's QB, is dual threat. He was 10-21 for 142 passing, and he had 12 carries for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns rushing.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need to not let them establish any kind of run game.
Right. I mean, if we're able to, even if we get in the first 4 drives, if it's we move the chains 3 times in a punt, field goal, touchdown. I mean,
yeah.
With our defense, I think that's fine. That's good.
I think our defense is going to be out to prove something this week. Just from Jeremiah Cooper's quotes I saw from the press conference. I mean, obviously they're going to, they should act like they're upset. He was just like, that's unacceptable the way we played. Giving up 50, that's not Iowa State defense. So I think they'll be able to prove something.
Yeah, I mean, defense has got to get some pressure, and they've got to stay in contain because old boy can't run.
Yep.
And so that young group of linebackers that play, they just can't blindly start chasing whoever they're defending. They're gonna have to they're gonna have to be wary of that. I guess I didn't really watch that TCU Colorado game, so I don't know. I can't judge how explosive they are against Colorado. I mean, Colorado don't have a pass rush either.
They did throw. That was the 2 interceptions I was thinking of. He threw 2 interceptions in the red zone against Colorado.
That's right. That's what that one that Hunter made diving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how explosive they are, but dude's got almost 1,500 yards in 5 games.
Yes.
So he's near 300 yards a game, so he can run. And every time I see he as a running quarterback, I get all shaky. But Iowa State's got good enough D-backs that a dude should be able to cover one-on-one, and you just might have to have a spy. There might have to be a spy this game to keep this dude in check. And I think it's definitely going to have to be some trickery going on. That defense of looking like you're doing one thing and doing another. Maybe not necessarily to fool Morris, but you get the lineman thinking this is going to happen, and something else happens.
Do you think our defense is behind on that, as far as like what we were talking about with the offense before, how they put in a new wrinkle this week? Do you think our defense is behind on that? Because like we kind of talked about earlier, how in the second half Haycock it always seemed like the plan would kind of change or something. And do you think with our young linebackers that it's harder, that they're having trouble with that?
I guess it all depends on. I think maybe with their youth, they are staying more traditional. We're going to put you at 3-3 and 5, instead of, because I like the teams who are running 3-3-5 that have the linebackers standing in the gaps in between those three, because I'm like, you got to make those guards think for a split second. Is this dude rushing? Because if he's rushing, I can't help over here. And if you get him to think for half a second, that's all the edge dude needs.
Yeah,
is that little break. But I haven't seen us doing that a lot.
Right.
Of feinting that the blitz is coming and then dropping back.
Yeah.
I think that might go to some pressure. I mean, they did that more when they had McDonald there.
Right.
And I'm like, this is definitely when you need to be doing it to help these newer dudes.
Well, that could be an issue though too. Is McDonald always had that extra guy on him? That extra guy was always going that way. So as a defense, you knew that. So it's easier to pick where that extra guy is going to go. So maybe since teams aren't having to deal with that, they're man up on the 3, and it's a lot easier to pick up that extra guy.
Yeah, and I mean, those guys aren't Will McDonald.
Exactly.
So, no offense.
Maybe, dude. Will McDonald didn't start till he was a junior.
No.
So
this is true. but it was mentioned limit their rushing yards. A big thing is going to be our crowd. You know, it's a late start, and hopefully the crowd's going to come ready. We're going to be celebrating the big night. I mean, it's big night, emotional night. I mean, dudes don't want to lose this game.
Got the sweet throwbacks.
Yes. I mean, they're going all out. I mean, losing this game could be devastating to some of them because they just don't. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's only one game, but it's because of the significance of the game they're playing and why they're playing. While they're in these throwbacks and everything is big.
Yep.
And I think he'll be able to ride that in. Come on in, get on up there, enjoy the show. Yeah.
He's a talker. Damn.
You know. So if anybody knows Cat and could translate what's being said, go ahead and let us know.
Yeah.
Tag us and comment.
Jeez.
But yeah, I mean, no turnovers, or at least win the turnover battle. I'd like to see us create some turnovers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jeremiah Cooper leading the nation in interceptions.
Yeah, we gotta have more people. We gotta get more people involved in these turnover situations. Let's get a fumble in, So I mean, I don't give a shit how y'all win the game. Just go win that damn game.
Yeah.
If we're -5 and win that game, I'm not gonna be happy, but I'm gonna be happy we won the game. So yeah. If we lost, I'm going to assume it's because we didn't control the line of scrimmage and we probably had turnovers.
Yep. Probably had another bonehead. Just, yeah. So that's why my key is just to play tight, just to another game like the Oklahoma State game.
Yeah, let's go to the Oklahoma State game as opposed to the Oklahoma one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, prediction time.
Jesus.
VJ, you are up first this week.
(28-24). Not us.
He's staying with his preseason prediction. Yeah. I'll go 31-18. I'll go 31-18 us.
But then you had us winning.
Yep.
Yeah. So what was the score?
31-18.
I have us winning 27-21. The field goal kicker still ain't gonna be able to. Still gonna miss some field goal.
Maybe we'll block one this week.
That would be hey, I'm all for that. I am all for that.
It would be nice just to get off to a fast start. I mean,
yes.
So you get that, it's night game, crowd's gonna be hyped. Get that emotion rolling.
Well, Pipes, you and I had us winning, so I guess we should probably pick an MVP.
Yep.
I am going to say It's going to be Norton.
I was going to go with the running back, but after I talk about the defense, I'm going to go with the linebackers because I think if we're going to have any kind of explosive plays on defense, or get some turnovers, control the game with the defense is going to be up to the linebackers, and especially with and stopping and obviously stopping their run game.
Cool. Any particular linebacker stand out to you?
I know Vaughn's been hurt, but him being a senior, being Jack Trice, being the 100th anniversary of Jack Trice, I'm going to go with Vaughn.
Okay.
And he's captain. I thought I saw some in the second half where they moved him to the middle, and he hadn't played in the middle since back when Orion Vance was hurt, like 2 years ago. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know if it was just a thing to protect him. I have no idea what kind of injury he's dealing with. So I don't know if they did that to keep him in the box as opposed to being out on the wing trying to deal with their speed. But,
yeah. Cool. So, preseason, we had it 1 win and 2 losses. Pre-game predictions, we have it 2 wins and 1 loss. We'll see if that trends upward. Hopefully that when we have a split like that. Last time it was successful against Okie State. So who knows? Maybe it will strike. Lightning can strike twice. Y'all know what it's time for, and he's back. Chef Drew is here, and he's got a brand new spot. Drew's here to tell y'all about the spot he went to the other day. Holler at him.
Yeah, so anyway, Keela's Kitchen on 5th Street. The bar is it's in a bar. The bar is 313 Lounge, Soul Food Sundays.
Soul down here?
Food Sundays.
Ames or Des Moines?
Ames.
Really?
Yes. Wow. So it used to be the old Trade Winds.
Okay.
Now it's called 313 Lounge.
Okay.
And I'm telling you what, this mac and cheese. My mom makes the best mac and cheese ever. But this mac and cheese, sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom. This mac and cheese is the bomb.
This goes out to the public. You know that?
My mom, hopefully my mom won't see it.
or nobody will tell her.
But yeah, definitely. They only open from like 6 to something. I can't remember. But on Sundays, it's 3 to 8. Get there. Soul Food Sundays.
That'll be perfect for y'all after the game. Yeah. So what'd you get with the mac and cheese?
Say it again?
What'd you get with the mac and cheese?
Oh, my bad. So this Sunday, every week.
Hey, every week that's how good that shit was.
Yeah, I forgot about anything else. But every week they had different meals. So this last Sunday they had a catfish.
Okay.
Fire. Greens. The greens was really good too. And then they had this Belizean stewed chicken over rice, coconut rice.
Oh damn.
And I forgot about the vanilla honey cornbread.
Oh shit! So is it like you go in there and they have a special, or
every Sunday call it Soul Food Sunday. So they got different different dishes each Sunday. So,
Okay, cool.
yep.
Hey, this shit took his. Hey, it done took my man's soul.
Yeah, no shit.
Man, for real. I told my wife, I said, we eating here every Sunday. And she was like, okay.
It
like,
done
okay.
lifted him. Hey, and y'all know where the trade winds was. We all used to hang out there.
Yes.
So there you go.
Is it still? You know, back in the day, it was like a U bar, and then there's just booths. Is it still that? And then they just cook on the one side.
Yep, it's still like that. Yep.
Oh, cool.
It's also a bar. The bar's pretty cool too. So, but I got the food, and I'm telling you what, definitely get the food. They got different specials, like drink specials. They got like a hookah thing. Somebody, because I posted on the Ames. I actually posted on the Ames community page, and somebody said, "Well, I don't want to go there," and they got a hookah bar. I'm like, "Well, just order for takeout. Pick it up, take it home."
So did they have like the games on and stuff, or
oh yeah, they got TVs in there also. Yeah,
okay. With like sound on, or did they have music on?
They had music on. They had a DJ. They had a live DJ actually. Yo.
Oh wow! Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
Cool.
Playing some old school music. It was pretty chill. I liked it.
Cool.
Definitely get out there.
Is this old boy's spot?
No. His is by Thai Spice. His is that's bottom up.
Okay.
Which I still need to get there. Stop there, get a drink. My boy Mike Loose spot, bottoms up by Thai Spice on the bottom in the basement. Okay. We'll get you a drink.
So Sunday, go to this spot, 5th Street. Get yourself some soul.
The old trade winds.
Yep. So
Sunday.
But like the other days, do they just have like a daily? Do you notice they just have like a daily special?
Yeah. So follow their page on Facebook. And they'll post what it is.
They'll post what it is. Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
And is it always different kind of foods, or is it always kind of
soul food? It's just pretty much soul food.
Oh,
they'll have catfish, fried chicken.
Okay.
What's the name of it?
Keela's Kitchen. But the bar is 313 Lounge, I think. 313 Bar Lounge, something like that. I don't know what the bar name is, but Keela's Kitchen. Kela Kitchen.
Sure.
You found it?
They still have the karaoke like back in the day?
They might. I don't know.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. It used to be McFly's before this, what it is now. They still did it.
Dude, I haven't been there since it was trade winds. That's how long it's been since I've been out.
I don't know if I got the right one.
Hold on, man. Let me check my Facebook.
But anyway, you heard, man. We all know where Trade Winds is.
Yeah.
Go there. Get there. Hey, my man was excited about getting on to tell y'all about it. And if he left there and ate that food and said, I got to get on the side eye.
Got to. I even paused my stream.
Yeah.
Do this.
Yeah, he's in the middle of a stream right now. He done paused that to get on and talk about this. So y'all better just go ahead and try that.
Definitely.
Sure. For sure.
Please believe me, it's delicious. Matter of fact, you'll see me there Sundays. Every Sunday, you'll see me there. I'm either picking up or eating there. One or the other. Every Sunday, I'm there.
So Saturdays is the whistle stop, and Sunday.
Yep. Go get your breakfast. You gotta get there early though. Get there before you pregame.
It was packed, huh?
It's not really packed, but I mean it can get packed, but it's a small spot, so you don't want to be waiting. Get there early. I usually go about 9 o'clock every Saturday, and it's pretty pretty packed by then.
Oh no, I was talking about on Sunday.
Oh, on Sunday? Oh, you can go there anytime after 3:00 and get that.
Cool. So who the Huskers have this week?
We got Illinois on Friday.
Is that home or away?
It's away.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I do not believe in Illinois.
I don't believe in the Huskers after what I seen last couple.
Man,
Dude.
that was Michigan, and this is Illinois. Two
Well,
completely different beasts.
I see some bad things against La Tech also.
So Gerald, have you ever been down to Norman?
No, I never been to Norman. Nuh-uh.
Okay. No, because we were down there last week, and I was like, and you weren't on, and I was like, shit. I was hoping Gerald was gonna have some spots for me in Norman.
No, I've been to Oklahoma City though, and was it Billy Sims? Billy Sims got a spot down there.
Wouldn't surprise me. We stayed more. Toby Keith had a place there, but yeah, it was kind of a fast trip for us.
I'm trying to remember that place we ate at in Oklahoma City.
We had a place called Hideaway Pizzas. Good. I think there's I think it's like a small chain kind of thing, but it was good.
I think it might have been Billy Sims. I just don't remember the name of it. Oklahoma Joe's.
That's in Kansas City. They
got one down in Oklahoma City.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Well, I know the one in Kansas City changed its name to I think it's KC Joe's now or something like that.
Oh yeah, they got an Oklahoma Joe's here now.
Yeah. Oh really? Okay.
In Axarban. I guess I don't know if it's still here, cause shit come and go here like nobody's business. So yeah, there it is. I mean, I ain't got nothing else to say. My man told y'all where to go eat.
Hey, you can choose to go or don't, but
what are we eating this week?
In my post, like I put on my post in the A's community. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Go get some of that food.
What are we eating this weekend? What are we eating this weekend?
I don't know what I'm eating this weekend.
Dude,
I'm gonna be in Minnesota this weekend. Actually, we're the sponsor of Minneapolis. Y'all know?
Oh shit!
Now, I'm trying to decide if 59 is cold enough for chili.
You gotta go. You gotta get yourself a Juicy Lucy somewhere.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
that's where that shit originated from, huh?
Yeah, you gotta go get yourself one. There's one spot in particular. Mm-hmm. I can't think of the name. Well, Matt's Bar is supposed to be the home, but I don't think that was the spot that I was thinking of.
There's a spot I saw on Triple D, a breakfast spot, a little spot. Old dude worked there. I forgot the name of it. I should look it up before I go.
There's a place called the Wendy's House of Soul.
That name sounds familiar.
But yeah, they keep pushing this Matt's Bar as the original spot. So
there you go.
There you go.
See, I never ordered any one of those sandwiches because they say they cook a medium, so the cheese won't bust out. So I'm afraid to order them.
Well, they don't. Well, I'm looking at pictures right now. Mm-hmm. I don't see any pink.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That
was at Border Tap House. That was at Border Tap House too, here in Ames. So,
and the shit keeps on cooking after you take it. So they keep it to the point.
I'm sure you could tell them, and they'd probably be like, "Well, this might,
Yeah, you're taking a chance, but
yeah.
No, but I definitely hear you on that. So,
If it was a steak, I could see that, but hamburger, I can't.
Yeah,
Can't do it.
no. I feel that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Pipes, I don't know that I'm coming. So, I mean,
You got time. To make a decision.
yes, I do.
I'll probably just be doing the game watch unless somebody calls up with tickets. So yeah, you know where I'll be.
Yeah.
We'll have some chili, probably some dogs, some brats.
All right, well, let's get some victories this
Yeah,
weekend.
both of us need victories.
Yes.
Y'all need victory. We need a victory. We need 2-0 Cyclones and Husker players.
Hey, I just decided last weekend though I can't cheer for Iowa State because I was cheering for y'all, and y'all cut it to 1 point, and then I started cheering for y'all even harder, and then they scored like 29 unanswered. So I think I'm bad luck.
It's all your fault.
It's all my fault.
It was probably my fault because I got up. We went to get chicken sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
I was carrying 2 chicken sandwiches. I go to walk in our row, and I totally spilled this guy's drink that he just got filled up. He was not happy, but I was like, I couldn't see it. You know, they have these narrow rows. You know, it's the old part of the stadium.
Uh-huh.
And then everything went to hell.
Damn.
Don't spill any beer this weekend.
I bought the guy a drink at halftime, but shit.
There you go.
Up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit! I Iowa State might be in this game. Then next thing I know, it went crazy.
The same thing we all said.
Yeah.
That was the collective. We will. So yeah. All right, people, y'all know what it is. Pack the Jack. It's a big night for the Cyclones. You know how we get down for night games. Bring that energy. Bring that intensity. The Clones need your help. They don't need your help, but they need your help. Be loud and proud. Let them know we celebrating that man.
For real.
Goddamn win.
Yep.
So let's go. Y'all know how we get down. Go
Hey
Cyclones.
man, hey, can I get a song request for this one though?
We ain't gonna make it in.
I was going to, hey, since it's the Jack Trice tribute, I was going to do Onyx, me and Jack.
Well, there you go. Go Google that, people.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna get hit with copyright if we play it. The Sony owns the music world, so there it is. That's why we don't do video anymore. Because we're gonna get it stricken.
Damn.
So yeah. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. Go Huskers.
I was waiting for it.
You know I gotta do it.